BD2 is a creative digital agency that is 15 years as a limited company, and we employ .NET developers, Prince2 certified project managers and designers to fulfil all of our clients' requirements, both digital and print. Obviously, university is fundamental if you're looking at creating code, doing things through a structured methodology, and a lot of courses out there will do exactly that. However, there are other routes through apprenticeships whereby you will learn your trade within an agency environment and under the sort of control and direction of professionals.
We cover a broad range of projects from simple portfolio websites up to multi-million pound e-commerce solutions integrated into the back-end ERP systems. My role's split into two parts really. It's at the beginning of the project, planning it out, putting estimates against all the tasks, and then once the project's started, moves into communication with the clients and making sure the developers and the creatives all know what they need to do to get that project delivered.
On a day-to-day basis, I can be working on anything for designing for print or designing for digital media, which will include websites or e-shots, that type of thing.
I think it's difficult for young people to come into the industry. They're not aware of the skills required alongside the creative skills. Personally, I'm looking for someone who can communicate really well, who's got a business awareness, and as well who's conscious of the time booking. Our currency here is time, and it's really important.
Obviously, there's a long-term future within this industry. Inevitably, businesses now are looking more at digital communication strategies. The onset of smartphone, of TV, and the way that all of those technologies are coming together, it's a really exciting time to get involved in something like this.
My advice would be to kind of identify what your strengths are, what you're really interested in doing, and then maybe look at companies that are doing that type of work or individuals that are doing that type of work. Maybe look at trying to get work placement there, talk to these companies and these people and see what they're looking for in a potential employee, and that will help you plan the sort of qualifications you need, the type of work you need to be doing to appeal to those employers.
The sort of interpersonal skills I'm looking for from a young person entering the industry would be someone who is outgoing, enthusiastic, is confident with their ability. All these things work well alongside the creative and the technical skills.
I'm the design director in BD2, so the sort of thing that I'm looking for in a young person is someone who loves technology, who has a real interest in perhaps gaming, in perhaps mobile communication, in perhaps social media, in an understanding of what the web can offer them in terms of a career. Someone who probably wants to understand more about how those skills that they've got that are probably quite basic and yet they want to build on them can actually work within a career opportunity. I'd really like to be speaking to those types of people.
So the sorts of things young people can do to prepare for an interview, I would say, would be to research the company, to research the role, and also to know the skills that will transfer into the role that they're applying for.
The qualifications that we feel are essential would be a grounding in some creative subjects, so media, any language skills, English language and literature also add to that. I think what you also need to be looking at is some fundamental basics in programming, IT subjects, anything that gives you the ability to solve a problem. Mathematics is also important because when it comes to code, a lot of maths is involved in that. So if you're looking at coming down a technical route, then we would say that probably a maths subject or maths related subject would also be important.
For any young person who's looking to come into this as a career, the future's certainly looking very good. 10 years ago you could only get the internet on a computer, now you've got it on mobile phones, TVs, everywhere you go is connected. So it can only grow from there.
This industry has a big future. There's a huge opportunity for young people with the right skills, and at the moment there is a skills gap, so we are looking for young people to enter this industry for a long-term and successful career.
It's a very exciting time in the digital and creative sector, particularly for young people who are better equipped than I was when I graduated to get involved in it, because we're immersed now in these technologies, and young people are what we call digital natives. They're using all this stuff all the time, which makes them adept to coming into the industry, and it's one that's always looking for fresh talent and fresh ideas. We're actually interviewing this afternoon for apprentices and looking for the next generation of designers and programmers to join our business.